Hi, in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a test in Blackboard. The first step is you open your course shell and go under Control Panel. Under Control Panel you have Course Tools. Under that go to Test Surveys and Pools. When this window opens, select Tests. This window will have nothing here if this is the very first test that you are creating. In my case I have a few already created. But now in order to create a new test, I will click on Build Test. I will name my test Test 1, and I can give the description and instructions. I'm going to leave it blank for right now and hit Submit. Now the next step is to create the questions for this test. You can create different kinds of questions: multiple choice, multiple answer, essay type, short answer. I'm going to start with a multiple choice. To write the text of the question, that must be under question text. Where is Empire State Building? I will scroll down and call it and give the different answer choices. London, Tokyo, New York, Rome, and then select on the right answer choice, which is answer 3. We can leave the rest blank and hit Submit. Similarly, I can create another question, say short answer question. What do you like most about illness? And you can set the number of rows. No need to give a correct answer, and hit Submit. This way you can keep creating more number of questions depending on what kind of questions you want. You can give the number of points or assign the number of points for each question by clicking on the right under points, and you can update that. By default they all are set to 10 points. For example, in the short answer I want to make it 15 points or 20 points. I can do that. I can put 20 and hit Submit. Once that's done, once all the questions have been created and the points assigned, you can click on OK on the bottom right. Now we see that the test 1 has been created. The second step now is to go in and deploy this test under the content area. So under the in the course template we have tests and assessments. We'll click on that and go to assessments, test, select the test that we want to deploy, which is test 1, and hit Submit. Once this is set, it will open a new window where you can select all the different test settings. First, under test availability, make sure you check on yes. Under multiple attempts, you can either give 2 attempts or leave it as unchecked, which will give the students only 1 attempt. Make sure the force completion is unchecked. In this case, what this helps is if there is a power outage or an internet outage or some reason, if the student is kicked out of the test while taking the test, they can log back in and start from where they stopped. The second thing is set timer, which is very important. You set the number of hours and minutes, and make sure that you have auto submit on, which means if the time expires and the student is still taking the test will be automatically submitted after the set time. In display after and until settings, make sure you select the time as start time as midnight 12 a.m. and end time as end of the day 11:59 p.m. If it's a proctored test, make sure you check on the password and put the right password in. The rest of that can be left as default. Under test feedback, make sure you only check score and nothing else. In the presentation mode, there are 2 modes, all at once and one at a time. It's good to show the questions one at a time. This helps plagiarism or copying, as well as keeps the internet running and refreshed, or the internet page refreshed with every submitted answer. And you can randomize the questions if you're using one single test, but if you're using a pool, then do not check on randomized questions. You can leave rest how it is and hit submit. Now the test is created, which will be available to the students during the test window that you have set. And so that is how you create a test and deploy it under the course content. Thank you.